Hi, hello, and welcome back to the What is K-pop podcast, where in which we talk all things K-pop. Now, today we have to talk a little bit quieter because we're in a heat wave right now, and it means I'm in the dining room with Petal. Aren't I, Petal? She's not amused. She's not amused at all. Yeah, I do fully understand though. So I did last week an episode on the music that had come out. In the 7 days between when I did the episode, and I haven't actually listened to it yet, so instead I might do every other week where I talk about all of that music and then just generally talk about an album that I know about. When you just have something that you need to do and then you completely forget to do it, or in which you get so stressed about actually doing it that you don't end up doing it. That is my current predicament. But there's a fly that's currently annoying me. But we're going to be talking about BADVILLAIN's debut EP single album. I think it's classified as a single album, so that kind of makes more sense than it just being small, unfortunately. So if you don't know who BADVILLAIN are, I can't speak. A 7-member South Korean girl group under BPM Entertainment, with Chloe Young, Emma, Huey, Ina, Yoonseo, Vin, and Kelly. They debuted on the 3rd of June 2024 with their first single album, Over a Step. And they have made technically only one comeback, but I guess two, in the form of a digital single, Hurricane, coming only a month after debut, and then another comeback in November, but they have not done anything since then, if I'm correct. Yeah, they've not released any music since November of 2024, which for a rookie group under such a small company, that isn't good at all. They realistically should have released at least an EP by now, but you'd never really know what's going on in a company, and they could be working on some stuff right now. So if I can go down to their discography. The fly is starting to really annoy me. Okay. So hopefully that is that 5 minutes. So we have Overstep, the first single album. So we have BADVILLAIN, yah-ho, also known as Batitude. I think it's meant to be pronounced in an American accent, and plus 82. So I think it's meant to be Batitude. I don't know, I'm not American, am I? Add 82, attitude? I don't know. I don't know why, but my voice goes extremely weird when I try and do an American accent. It almost becomes more childish. Why? Why does it do that? And then we have Hurricane, and I've not actually listened to Zoom, but they also released a Christmas song with the rest of with all the people signed under BPM. So Lee Seung-gi, Taemin, Baekhyun, Chen, Xiumin, Hasewoon, Breeze, Lee Mujin, and BBO. That's a weird name. So yeah, they've not released anything in 9 months or so, which for a rookie girl group, that is not good. So when they debuted, BPM actually put their song up as an ad that could play. So there was a lot of kind of talk that perhaps a lot of the views that were on the music video were due to the fact that it was being played as an ad. So when you play a video, if it plays like obviously an ad, and if it's Bad Villain, then that counts as a view, even if you didn't want to listen to the song in the first place. But the performance aspect of the song definitely kind of made it seem like these girls weren't debuting, that it was a powerful comeback song. My favourite part of the song is actually right at the end when they're in those white outfits, with this really weird choreography. And I remember actually when I saw the thing, they would bite their fingers, and then a couple of months later, Baby Monster did the same for Click Clack, and I was like, ooh, drama. Because obviously back then, there's a lot of talk about Eyelit copying Eugene's, which I don't think they did. So there was a lot of kind of discourse about that, and it just reminded me so much of that kind of drama, and nothing was said about it. Which I'm like, pot calling the kettle black, you know, have fun with that one. So no, I really did like the song. There were some parts where I was like, I don't fully vibe with their vocal tone. And I like the song in general, but I don't like some of Chloe Young's vocal moments in it. And like a lot of people kind of said that they really like those things. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'm the one that doesn't really appreciate that. It very much reminded me of yah-ho from 80s, and I know that I am in the vast minority, the desolate minority when I say this, but I actually don't like yah-ho's voice at all. I find his voice extremely annoying, to the point where I sometimes kind of question if I can listen to 80s songs where his vocals are prominent, like even more so than they are usually. And that kind of brought it down for me. So next we have yah-ho or batitude. Batitude. I really don't know how to say these songs. And this one, I was like down bad for the performance video of this one, and they had like these red jerseys on with like two woolly skirts, like weird wholey fabric skirts on, and I was like, I absolutely love this. They need to like do more things on the same kind of vibe. And I know from the actual music show performances, obviously they did have to modify the choreo a little bit because of like the ages of some of the members and stuff like that, but then also because they like danced with a wall at some point, they couldn't really do that. But I actually really liked the music show performances. Also, I think this song is that one where they don't sing all too much, and it's like very much like a performance based song, which actually made it my favorite out of their EP. I specifically like always, if like debut's big, I always wait until like hype is died down before I actually check it out. And I ended up checking it out after Hurricane come out, and I was like, oh my god, I love this group. And I'd have to say, like, out of that EP with like visuals and stuff, I think it might have been Kelly that wore it, but the member with the black shirt with like a big pattern on it with the white fluffy stuff around like going diagonal. I love that outfit. I'm like in a textiles queen was like screaming. I loved it. But as for Hurricane, I actually liked the Hello, Patty. Oh, you just stretching my darling. Like, I liked the original performance version of the song better than the studio version, which, again, a lot of people agree with, surprisingly. So I was like, oh, okay, that is different, but okay. I especially liked the choreography, actually, of that song, and just how, like, different, also same to their debut it felt. Like, I really appreciated that. I know obviously the group is a lot more performance like focused. I'm trying to think of where to put this because that's kind of getting a bit warm. BADVILLAIN is a little bit more, I can't speak, performance focused, which, isn't a bad thing. Sometimes some groups are just like that, but I do hope for the best for them, and that EPM are treating them well. I don't know. Yeah, what I would like to see from them in, hopefully, fingers crossed, if I speak it out into the universe, it might happen, that we at the very least get like an 8-song EP. That would be so damn cool. But I think with the stuff that kind of happened with BPM, their parent company, with the 100 and the Boys' drama, XOCBX, all that stuff, all the stuff like with VVs too, I think BADVILLAIN unfortunately are just going to be one of those movie groups that like came with a bang and then kind of fizzled out fairly quickly due to just like being involved, being adjacent to drama that isn't good, you know, which is an unfortunate reality often with groups like this. But we just kind of got to appreciate some groups for kind of when they come out. I don't know. Feel free to disagree with me if you want to. I don't mind. Yeah. Thank you as always for listening, and I'll talk to you guys again very, very soon. Bye.